Hello everyone, welcome to the RNG University. So today I got a quest to play black or red spell. So I thought about going Rakdos. Of course, the Rakdos Anvil kind of has been pushed out because the ban on Mihawk really just kills that deck entirely. So what we're going to do is try to play a Rakdos Midrange Deck that hinges on Invoke. Basically, my plan is to Fable, get an extra land, or extra mana, and try to Invoke on turn 4. If that works, we win every game. If it doesn't work, then at least Invoke Despair can really get us back into the game. It's just as strong of a card. So what we have in this deck are some of the earlier tempo cards, as Duress to take our opponent's hand, Underdog, Blood Tie Harvester, and Bankbuster to put something on the board on turn 2. Turn 3 we have Graveyard Trespasser, we got Liliana of the Veil, and of course we also have Fable of the Mirror Breaker to have a very strong turn 3 play all the time. 10 turn 3 drops, that's tempoed onto turn 3. And of course 4 Shieldreds, because we definitely need to hit our Shieldred on turn 4, and then try to hit Invoke on turn 5 if we cannot ramp it out on turn 4 with Fable. So that's kind of the tempo package, the board presence package. And then we have a lot of removal in terms of 2 cut down, 3 Infernal Grasp, and if we get lucky, a Soul Transfer that we can use to bring back a Shieldred or bring back a Liliana, and then exile a creature or enchantment, a creature or planeswalker with an enchantment or an artifact out. We got artifacts, we got enchantments, so maybe we can get both sides of Soul Transfer. Kind of that entwined package. And then for the lands, we have 25 lands, because I don't want to get mana screwed. A lot more swamps than we have mountains, because, well, we have more black cards than red cards. So we got 11 swamps, 1 Takenuma, 4 mountains, 1 Solkazin, 4 Haunted Ridge, and because I only have 2 Sulfurious Spring, I put in 2 more Zerator Proving Ground. There are a lot of different tap lands we can have for Rakdos, but this probably will work a little bit better because if it's in a later game, we can cycle this for more card draws. Alright, so that's the package that I'm running today. Hopefully this is not too weak to the aggressive meta that we're facing, and if we ever get overrun on the board, we're probably just going to lose in those cases. So let's try it out. Rakdos, the mid-range deck. I think, was I playing ranked or played? Hope that was ranked. Alright, here's our game number 1. Where we're playing against the Goombra. Alright, so we got 3 lands. We go first. We have a turn 1 Duress. That's insane. I'm going to keep. I hope the Duress doesn't miss, but I got nothing else to play turn 1 anyway, so let me look at your hand. Alright, they got Right, Oblivion, and Depopulate. Take out his Depopulate. Probably good. It's not gonna... I don't know if he's gonna Depopulate, but Right of Oblivion is very good with the Resolute Reinforcement, so let's get that out of the way first. Now that we have 2 mana, let's get some Blood Tie Harvester out. That way we get a blood token on the board. We could also play the Tenacious Underdog, but I don't think there's a point to it right away. And now we can play a 3rd land. He can summon that and double block us, but that's a 2 mana trade for a 2 mana trade. I am more than happy to trade that if he wants. He's probably just going to block 1, honestly. Oh, he is going to double trade. Okay, I'm more than happy to trade that if he wants. Because then we can Fable. Alright, as long as he doesn't remove this Fable, we got our turn 5 Invoke Despair, and the prophecy has come true. Okay, I'm not despairing this turn in. If that's what he's doing, he's probably holding up a counterspell. Be kind of dumb. Okay, let's get attack first. And then we'll dress him again. You have a counterspell? No, you just have a Depopulate? Okay, well, get rid of that Depopulate. It's the only card I can choose from. And I'll also play out the Blood Tie Harvester. Doesn't hurt me too much. We get another Blood token and we'll end the turn. Whatever he plays now gets invoked. That's fine. We'll take 2. We'll happily take 2 in this situation. because he is so much trouble. One, two, three. Oh, we draw a land too. Fantastic. Alright. This is game. I don't know what he can do, but this is game. AO? Here comes AO. Probably, yeah. Here comes AO. Very good for you. Now I cannot exile that. Right? I don't have any. I didn't draw the one exile effect in the deck, so I cannot exile that right away. But what I can do is get a Bloodtide Harvester and then minus it. He's going to put 4 permanents onto the board. But hey, it is what it is. Actually, this is 3, 3. If he blocks one of these, this is 5 damage. And then this is another 3 damage. So that's just lethal. Alright, yeah. Never miss lethal, guys. It's kind of the trick of the game. I don't know what he can do. GG. This is what I was talking about in terms of that invoke, right? The prophecy has came true, or you Fable, then you invoke turn 5. Or maybe I could have invoked turn 5, but I invoked turn 4. I could have invoked turn 4, but I waited to turn 5 just so I can Duress him one more time. That was an insane game. We got really lucky though. Our hand was almost unbeatable, really. I don't know what he could have done, but that was the game. Sometimes we have this overwhelming advantage, but not every time. This time our opponent goes first, so now they have the overwhelming advantage and we have nothing. Let's keep. It's got a mountain. Okay. Let's see if we get a cut down. We do not get a cut down, but I will drop a swamp. Should have put a stop there to fake that I have a cut down. But now they got a Radhar. It's a 4/2. It doesn't have haste, but it does bring into the question of whether we want to Bloodtide Harvester it or Infernal Grasp it. We take 2 if we Infernal Grasp it, or we will take 4 if it attacks us with the Kumano. I guess having a blocker out doesn't hurt. Although Rathar's Firebrand is really just going to target it. I'm really afraid of what could come out in turn 4, probably with the... Yeah, I can't block here. This hurts a lot. It's not fun. Alright, I was really afraid of the Raiju, but I have to use this to kill the Firebrand. Bring out the Trespasser. Exile the Firebrand. Maybe we can slowly come back from this, but if a Raiju comes out, we are way far behind. Alright, so it's... I don't know. Why is he attacking with the Monarch? He's trying to escape it? He's gonna have to spar a card. Another Firebrand. Okay, so now we're at a precarious position because I could play the Graveyard Trespasser and exile my guy, so I gain 1 life, I go up to 8. There's a lot on the board, so I'm not sure if I want to do that. Or I can Infernal Grasp. Does he does have 3 cards in his graveyard. So I can Infernal Grasp the Radhar, go down to... go down to 5. I have to do that, huh? That's not fun. And then have a Bloodtide Harvester out as a blocker. I'm gonna go down even lower now. And they draw a Raiju. What is he gonna pump? Do I have a block out of this? But I don't. GG. Alright, so obviously if we had a cut down there, it would have helped a lot more, but opponent was mono red, went first, and had the perfect curve, so yeah. Unlike the first game, that game we didn't really stand a chance no matter how we played it. But hey, this is half of play Magic. It's just facing up against aggro, and then hoping they don't hit the perfect curve going first. Everything has to go right for them, so... this time we don't have red. That's a little bit tricky. I don't know if I want to keep this hand without red, but it is a very good hand if I can last 2 turns 3. This deck does not have that many red, though. I'm going to keep anyways. Content. Who knows? We are going first. I don't really like mulliganing first, because that will put me behind. I will duress him. Oh. Maestro Charm and Invoke Despair, huh? Well, I don't want to face up against Invoke Despair, so go with it. Turn 2, we got nothing. They're going to consider, which means they cannot make this appear our Graveyard Trespasser. That's fantastic. And we draw a red. I'm not even going to trespass him. I'm going to Fable. Probably going to kill my little goblin dude, which I'm okay with. He didn't. Alright, if he doesn't want to kill it, let's drop the Bloodtide Harvester and a Swamp to draw 2 more lands, or 2 more cards. And we will attack him. Does he have a play? Yep. He's gonna kill our little guy here. Now we will play Takenuma and drop our Graveyard Trespasser, I believe. Probably the best play here. 2. Exile. Nothing on his side, huh? We're gonna exile our Bloodtide Harvester. Just to deal that 1 damage, right? Slowly drain him. Oh, I didn't want to play anything? Drop a land there, and we will see if he has a response to our attack. He definitely has a response. Okay, so if he's not tapped out in any way against a Grixis deck, I'm not sure if casting Invoke is the right play here. I'm going to drop a Bloodtide Harvester because I am low on the card advantage. Right, he has 4 cards, and I only have 2 in my hand. So I'm going to slow roll this a little bit since we already have a commanding board. Alright, someone is asking me if I'm on. I'm also recording. Time to ignore him. Big score. I didn't see that coming. Well, if he invokes this board, I don't think that's very good. If he has a field clean, we're going to invoke him. Also, Magic Arena doesn't really have something to... what's it called? Why did he do that? He just didn't want to take the life? Okay. What was I saying? Do I want to copy this? Or my Harvester? Harvester does more damage. That's fine. Oh! I forgot it was an enchantment too. That was a mistake. Anyways, I was saying Magic Arena doesn't have a option to mute. That feels dumb. Also, I discarded a land to get a... or discarded something to get a land. That also feels dumb. Let's just go for combat first. Alright, he's got basically nothing. I'll exile another creature. And I'll invoke him. I can mute him, but I can't mute my friendless. Oh, he has a negate. Nice draw. Oh, I'm drawing his lands, unfortunately. That gives him a chance to come back. Maestro Charm, Scar card. 2 for 1 is pretty good. Okay, time to play my Bank Buster. Draw a card with it. Soak is it? That could be a 1-1. Or 2 1-1s. One, two, three, 4, and I have 3 mana to maybe draw with the Bank Buster. I don't really like drawing on my turn, but since I have no card to play, drawing could give me a tempo play on my turn. So that's why I'm drawing on my turn. Normally, I recommend drawing with Bankbuster at the end of my opponent's turn. It's that copy Invoke deck. I exiled 2 Invokes already. So probably have more counter spells. Let's draw a card first. Alright, all we have is lands. That's definitely the way this game is panning out. Do anything? Go to combat. I mean, if he wants to kill my 1/1s, I think that's a win for me. Ah, that's not good. Alright, what can you have? A big score and a 2 cast. There's not really a 2 cast here. Oh, and a bounce. Can he use the bounce? What? That just happened? Yeah, I was wondering what he was doing. Why did he choose the copy first? I don't know. Our opponent's misplaying there. Giving us a chance. Not really complaining about that. Let's go to combat first. Nothing there. Okay, we'll play a Fable. No, end the turn. Opponent's at 3. I don't know if I have any 3 damage spells, but win the game anyways. That was a risky turn, or a risky game. It's always hard to go up against counter spells, but luckily we do have Duress to get a little bit more information from our opponent. And I think that's why Duress is in the main board, even though it's not that good of a card. Honestly, unless you're in a control meta, Duress is just gonna target a bunch of lands and creatures and waste your spell. It's not even the mana, it's the spell that hurts. The one card. I go first. I got Blood Tide and Tenacious Underdog. Turn 2 and 3, so I'm gonna keep. Alright, drop a Swamp. They're also Rakdos for now. We'll drop a Harvester. They're not playing anything. They might cut down our guy. So, if they're gonna cut down, do I want to exile it? Let's go for the attack first. Alright, if that's the case, second Harvester, second Harvester. I need to draw a 4th land. Ah, well. They're wasting that on the little guy instead of my underdog. That's good. 3 mana, didn't do anything. Blue. Interesting. Another Trespass. And a Proving Ground. Okay, we'll attack first. Fading Hope. Oh, it's that same deck? Oh, jeez. Okay. If that's the same deck, then instead of dealing damage, I'm just going to start exiling his graveyard. No Fading Hope. Four mana. Graveyard Trespasser is really good against this kind of deck where they're all single target. And without Meat Hook, it's very hard to get rid of. Wow. Okay, I didn't see that coming. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm going to combat. And I'll exile his Galvanic. Oh, he just didn't want him to flip. I get it. That's crafty. It's crafty opponent. But what if I have 2 of them? I thought about playing Shieldred there, but it might be better just to be more mana efficient. Like this. It's not like that deck has a lot of field clings. They can have a wipe. A Flame Blessed Bolt. Okay. Flame Blessed Bolt you got. and then you quit. GG. Alright, so yeah, I think even though Mono Black is still the reigning champion, I think the card that's really helping them win all of the games is the Trespasser. Shieldred's good though, but the Trespasser is so strong against single target removal. You always have to go 2 for 1, and if there's a lot of Trespasser on the board and you don't have a field clean like a Meat Hook, well, you're going to be an issue. You're going to be an issue. There's going to be an issue. This is not a good hand, honestly. I get Duress. I get Duress again. And then what? I don't have any tempo play. I have to hold off. I do have a removal, but I have to basically be able to draw something good to be able to hold off to Invoke. That being the case, though, I don't know what our opponent's playing, and we're going second, so we get a lot of draws. I'm gonna keep. That's definitely a hand. If it was a tournament, I would mulligan, but it's not a tournament, so I'm going to hope for the best. Look, nothing. See, lands and creatures. So it's an aggro deck, and they have lands and creatures. Okay. At least we know what's going on, right? None of that. It's gonna pump. I was thinking about waiting till his turn, but whenever he plays a creature, that's gonna pump. Radhard, okay, that's not too bad against us. Because we can graveyard trespass his little guy there. And he can't target us without having to discard a card. Ascendant Pack Leader. I don't want to block that. Let's get out some Fable of the Mirror Break. Okay, do I want to attack here? No, I think holding up a blocker against the 2-1 is probably good. He didn't play anything, so he probably has creatures, but the Duress isn't really going to hit anything else anyways. So, alright, so he's got a Squee and a Halana Elena. That's his hand. Or his board. Kumano. Oh, I couldn't target Kumano, but chances are he's going to play Kumano as soon as he draws it. Do we want to trade 1 for 1? Yeah. I think that's fine. Do I want Liliana? All his creatures are haste, but I can start making him discard. I want to discard my swamp. Nope. I think I want to do this. So I want to invoke him first. And then I want to attack. He's only put on 2 lands, so he's not standing a chance. Mana Screwed is kind of the worst. Alright, we are aggressively winning today's games, but I think mostly it's because our opponents are being very unlucky. Alright, we're still going first. We do have a cut down, but we only have 2 lands against an opponent, but I don't have any 2 casts, so I think I have to aggressively mulligan this hand. Alright, still don't have a 2 cast, but at least we have a better looking land. It's prettier. We will keep 6. Yeah, and we'll put back Invoke. Invoke is going to get us back in the game though. But hey, I kind of have to put that back. Alright, we have 2 chances to draw a land. Hope we get it. That's not a chance to a land, but at least we get a Blood Tide Harvester down. That could trade with our opponent if he wants to attack. Nope. He wants to kill and attack. That's not a land, so I'm going to have to pitch my Liliana for... Oh, thank God it's a land. Or I feel kind of dumb there. Shatter Sanctum. I'll take the 1 damage. It's not going to do anything. Do I want to take the 2 damage? That's your whole turn? That's a waste of a turn. I shouldn't be wanting to talk. This is my whole turn. So rude. Liliana is gonna make me discard.
Something suspicious is going on.
Or maybe back.
For once, it's not my...
Sacrifices must be made.
Okay, I'll discard a Tenacious Underdog and Infernal Grasp. Infernal Grasp is better against our opponent than Soul Transfer, I think. Should we get our dog on? Should we exile something in his graveyard? This is a tough choice. I think getting the dog on can kill the Liliana and get us a tempo advantage, but then we're left to nothing on the board. That's not very creative, but I'm gonna do it. We got 4 mana. It's more mana efficient play.
Oh, that's my cue to leave.
And we got a Shieldred. Okay. I'm gonna put a stop here because I always forget to put a stop when they can have Shieldred. Thankfully, my Shieldred reminded me of that. Ah, okay, there goes my Shieldred. Hopefully I can draw it and Invoke. Well, I gotta draw first. That is not an Invoke. So let's go to main phase. We'll transform. We'll put a Sulphurous Spring. I don't know. Colorless, black, and red. Put out the Graveyard Trespasser. And we'll exile his... We'll exile our Shieldred. I want him to put out a Shieldred. Creature, not Planeswalker. Yep. This is so good. If only we got Invoke, he would have got wrecked. But we didn't, so... it's probably my fault for putting back that Invoke instead of the Fable. Didn't really do much. But hey, hindsight's always 20/20. And our opponent's always taking forever. This is fair though. He's looking through his whole deck for a card that can answer this board, and he doesn't have a meat hook, so I don't know what he's gonna look for. Probably a kill spell along with another Liliana. That might help. Can't imagine if he looked for a land. Oh, he has Invoke. Okay, so if he's gonna Invoke, we're gonna have to sack a creature, and they get to draw 2 cards. Didn't make a mistake that time. Alright, so our Liliana's gonna make him discard a card? I don't know. We can't even bring back. Our Bloodtide Harvester or Tenacious Underdog? I mean, he's fine if he wants to bring back our Underdog. He's not going to have haste.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows like me.
We're going to take out the Bloodtide Harvester so he doesn't get to do that. 3, and turn. Alright, we effectively lived through a Cruelty of Gix. Because all he can bring back is an Underdog. And that doesn't hurt us too bad. Yep. I really hope you feel his Shieldred here because it's a worthless card to the board. Unfortunately, he has another Invoke. Invoke by Invoke, huh? That's fun. That's fun for us. Do I even want to grasp his Underdog? I don't know if I want to. But not grasping the Underdog means I can't Underdog, so I'm going to do it. Those 6 cards to our measly 1. That's just embarrassing. Alright, if he has another Invoke, we lose, but we did draw our Invoke, so I hope it's a Shieldred drop here. Other than that, I don't know what we can do. If we Invoke them, they would be at 1, not 0. So that's not even a kill. Gotta be very careful here. Bankbuster is okay. That's not too scary for us. What is he gonna do? Play a Shieldred? Play a Graveyard Trespasser. Okay, he's gonna take our Tenacious Underdog, but we can respond with our Invoke. And that is workable. Slightly. I don't know what he's doing. He's got 1 mana. He has white. What does he have as white? Is just mono black that had a Shadow Sanctum? Not really sure. But he's also taking forever for having 1 land, so I don't know what's going on. Go to my turn, come on. Revenge time. You did this to me, I'm doing this to you. And of course, our opponent just had an aneurysm because apparently I'm not supposed to play a card that he has. And he cannot handle it. Therefore, he's just going to rage quit. I don't know what's going on. I'll be happy if he rage quits here. Because I think he still is in a commanding lead. So, let's see what happens. He's at 4 and an 8. A Shieldred was still hurt like hell. He's probably going to draw with the Bankbuster. Oh. You don't want to play anything? That would mean that I can Graveyard Trespass him? For 2 cards? Probably gonna bring back Shieldred here, right? He's gonna bring back his Trespasser? Yeah, Shieldred, of course. Go down to 2. Okay, you got it. He's gonna try draw with the Bankbuster. Once it gets to my turn, and I will kill it before it gets to mine. He's probably gonna draw a card just to gain a life. But that taps him out to only 2 mana left. He's gonna crew 3 on my turn? Why? Well, look at all these lands we have. He needs to destroy this, right? And draw a card. He can't Infernal Grass this because he's at 2. Wow. Killed himself. Alright, GG. Mr. Rage Quit. I don't know what's going on, but hey, you double invoke me, I invoked you once, I still won, so guess I'm the better player, right? So that's the current meta, I guess. It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun playing that deck. We did win a lot more than we lost. That's always a good sign. What I saw here was that Invoke, definitely backbreaking. Graveyard Trespasser got us almost every single game because the Ward is always guaranteed 2 for 1, so it's too strong of a card. In fact, I would say they should have banned this card instead of Meat Hook because this card is good in almost any form of a deck that runs black, whereas a Meat Hook really needs some sort of a synergy, some smaller critters out there, or a control deck, you know, some considerations. This you don't need a consideration. It's a strong 3-drop, you just play it on turn 3, and you'll have a good tempo and board advantage regardless. Yeah, that's what I got. I would say that this is a very strong deck, and if you wanted to play this deck, just learn how to time your Duress. Even if your opponent has no cards that you know you can target, you still want to get info from your opponent's hand so you can plan out your turn. That's what I think Duress is for. It's kind of like a Gitaxian Probe, more or less. And Invoke Despair, just trying to hope for that. This is what's backbreaking into the late game. Invoke Despair helps you win games, card advantage, kill things on the board, all of those things. Alright, and if you want to play against this deck, just try to hold on to your counterspell against Invoke. And then Field Clean Graveyard Trespasser instead of 1 for 1ing it, or 2 for 1ing it, because that's too much card disadvantage, in my opinion. That's the deck, that's the play. Thank you very much for joining me. See you guys next time.